If you want to have a homestead in rural Alaska outside of town with tons of potential to be more self-sufficient, grow your own veggies, raise some livestock, be close to all sorts of trails for ATV, snow machine, hiking, you want to be close to fishing, hunting, have foraging right outside of your door, this might be the place for you. Hey everyone, it's Kaylee Bowen of Valley Market Real Estate. Thank you so much for checking out my channel, Topia Realty Life in Alaska. Today we are doing a summer tour video on one listing that I have. It's a Chickaloon homestead, just shy of 9 acres with a 2-bed, 2-bath house and a large garage. Now I've already done the winter tour video, but I could not wait to show you guys the splendor of this place in the summertime with all the greenery. I think you guys will see the potential just like I do. So thanks so much for watching and we'll get to it. All right, let's start the exterior tour of the property. You can see the house has a porch that wraps halfway around. It does have lighting on the porch, which is pretty cool. Here is the well. Now that has a Bison self-draining hand pump. So even if you don't, power outage, you still can have water and it doesn't freeze. And this well actually produces over 500 gallons per minute. So it's a very high producing well. Here we have an old sauna. Now it's not currently used as that. It's just like a little storage shed, but I'm sure you could convert it back after, cleaning it up a little bit, but super cute. This property does have 2 outhouses on it. Here is the shop. So it is divided into 2 sections. So this is kind of the main section here. And then there's a back section, which just has gravel as the flooring because it was going to be converted to draft horse stalls. But it would be a great cold storage space and maybe you want to store ATVs, snow machines, other toys. The possibilities are endless. Here we have a little wood shed. Definitely need that for the Alaskan winters. And then here is the gravel building pad, which I believe it's 766 yards of gravel. So my first thought is, of course, a barn, but it could be whatever you need it to be. But tons of potential here if you need another outbuilding of some sort. This building here is one of the outhouses. Not sure if you can see the mound here, but that is used as the shooting range. And then out front here is the garden. It is overgrown. I am not exaggerating that this grass is taller than I am. So you might not be able to see very much of it. The garden space has not been used in about 3 years. So it does need some care. If you didn't want to use it as a garden space, maybe convert it to an orchard and then move a garden out in front of the house if that's your preference. Maybe you want it closer. These little sheds were for the chickens previously, and then this was used for the feed storage. But I would convert that to the chicken coop. And then here we have the smokehouse, which is one of my favorite outbuildings. So there is space to keep the wood dry under here. And then you have the barrel for your fire, and then the smoke rises up and funnels through to the smokehouse. That way you can monitor the fire separately. And there's just the little access door there. So pretty cool building. Definitely could get some use out of that. And there is the garden. Here's a little pathway we're taking back to the house. It is super peaceful and quiet here. Lots of southern exposure, which is exactly what you want and need. This is the other outhouse, which is a bit older. And here is the front lawn area. Now, if you wanted the garden closer to the house, I think that this would be a great area. Kings Mountain is just over there. Now, you do have full views of the Chugach and Talkeetna Range, mainly Kings and Castle Mountain. So this property, I've walked it in all the seasons now, and it is certainly dry. I have not found any like wet spots or bogs or marshy sections. It's really nice, usable, flat land that could definitely support livestock and homesteading, and there's plenty of space to do all of that and more. Definitely develop some nice pasture if that's what you wanted to do. Okay, here we have the old homesteading cabin. Super, super cute. Could use a full restoration if you're wanting to use it. If not, it's just such a cool building to have. You can just imagine life back then, surviving Alaska. Obviously, it's been used since then, but the building is, I believe, from the 1930s. All right, so just beyond these trees here is actually the Airstrip. So this borders an airstrip owned by the Chickaloon tribe. You would need to get permission from the Chickaloon Tribal Council or the chief to be able to use it, but they do have posted on their website that they are looking for someone to maintain and use it. So what a great opportunity for someone to have an airstrip right, you know, at their disposal like that. Could fly in and out, travel Alaska, and be able to see the majority of Alaska that you can't via the roadway, because such a small portion of Alaska is actually on the road system. The majority of it actually requires an airplane to go see. So there is a lot of land, as you can see, that is not developed. It is forested on this property. So that means you have plenty of firewood here. You can clear out more land or leave it natural like this. Okay, let's take a look inside. Now, if you want to see a secondary home tour, you can go ahead and check out the one that I did in winter, but we'll go ahead and run through the house again real quick. Here is the utility room, which has the washer and dryer and the brand new Toyo system, which runs on heating oil. And this is your on-demand hot water and the heat for the house. And there is the crawl space access. Now this is the main living room with a Blaze King wood stove. Very open and spacious, and tons of natural lighting from all the windows. And here is the main floor bathroom, which has a jacuzzi tub with jets and all. And then here is the kitchen, which actually has 2 pantry spaces, and there's 2 closets down here on the main level, one to the right and one to the left. Here is one of the closets, and then this is the first pantry space. Plenty of cupboard and counter space. Now you do have a view of Castle Mountain. It's not showing up on the video very well, but please go ahead and check out the winter tour and also the photos on the listing so you can kind of see that in a different perspective. And then here is the larger pantry, which is really nice. You can definitely store a lot of food in here. And then this is the other closet, which also has a ton of space. And then there's even a little nook here under the stairwell, which provides extra storage. And we'll go ahead and run upstairs and check out the bedrooms. All right, so again, we have a view of Castle Mountain. It's just with all the foliage and greenery, it's kind of hard to see, but it's definitely there, easier to see in person than on the video. And this is a cool little space, maybe homeschooling desk or reloading bench. Who knows, but it's a cool little maybe office space. And here is the second bedroom, which honestly has, again, those amazing views of Castle Mountain. Lots of greenery out the windows. And here is the closet. This is the upstairs bathroom. And this is the primary bedroom, which, you guys, is so spacious. I'm not sure if it shows up properly in the video, but this is a massive room. There's definitely space if you wanted to add on maybe a little master suite, additional closet space, maybe like a reading nook. Here is the walk-in closet. Here you can overlook the garage and a lot of the land. Now, typically you can see the mountain range actually all the way around. Again, go ahead and check out that winter video tour or the photos on the MLS listing. Shows that really well. And then here we have a great view of Kings Mountain out of these two big windows, and then more of the Chugach Range. And the beautiful front lawn, which is awesome. All right, let's walk through the garage. So the garage can be heated in a couple ways. Obviously, there is a wood stove there, and there is also a heating oil furnace that is really efficient from what the seller tells me. And obviously we have water in here. This does have its own little septic in case you wanted to add a bathroom, but we have a sink, a washer, and a hot water heater, and lots of storage space. And then here we have a separate little room that was used as like a little workout space that has its own little Toyo heater if you wanted to keep it at a separate temperature than the rest of the shop. All right, let's go check out the back half now. Okay, we're at the back half of the shop, and this is kind of the cold storage space. This does not have heating. And as I mentioned before, it's just the gravel pad, which is totally fine for parking vehicles, any toys, or just using it as cold storage. The seller previously was gonna convert this to draft horse stalls, which is why it was left gravel. So as you can see, he just kind of put in a temporary floor with plywood, which works fine. Big storage space. There is a little man door on the side there for additional access, and the water is plumbed to this portion as well. All right, so you guys might be wondering, What's it like in Chickaloon, Alaska? Well, we are a community of about 300 or so in the summertime, and that goes down to about half in the wintertime of full-time residents. We do have a lot of snowbirds that travel back and forth for the winter and summer months. For the most part, all of us keep to ourselves. We do, of course, have friends and social gatherings and stuff, so if you feel like being a little social butterfly, that's totally okay. If you feel like being a recluse, hey, you're not alone. We all kind of have issues with leaving our properties. Honestly, we all love our place so much that it's hard to leave. We also enjoy tons of wildlife, seriously, right out our back door. There's tons of recreation in the area, so if you like fishing, hiking, hunting, basically anything to do with the outdoors, snow machining, snowshoeing, anything like that, this is the place for you. We have tons of trail systems that are just super close access. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today on this beautiful summer day. I really hope that you enjoyed this property tour, and I can't wait to hear what you guys have to think about it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me anytime. My contact information is on my YouTube channel, the Valley Market website, as well as my Facebook page, Toyo Realty. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one.